is the Rosetta Stone. It was the key to understanding Egyptian hieroglyphics, and it is one of the most precious and valuable treasures of the British Museum.
Historians thought the Rosetta Stone was fully decoded in the 1800s, but when AI revisited it, it found symbols that don't match any known Egyptian language, and their meaning is shocking. For more than 200 years, the Rosetta Stone has been regarded as the ultimate key to unlocking ancient Egyptian writing. It helped scholars like Champollion decode hieroglyphs and opened a window into a civilization that shaped human history. But now, modern artificial intelligence has gone beyond what human translators ever achieved. By scanning the artifact at a microscopic level, AI has identified previously overlooked symbols and patterns that may completely transform our understanding of Egypt's language, culture, and possibly its true origins. Don't miss what comes next. This could be the most important archaeological breakthrough of the 21st century, the legacy of the Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone has fascinated humanity ever since a French soldier stumbled upon it in 1799 near the Egyptian town of Rashid, or Rosetta carved in dark granodiorite and inscribed with the same decree in 3 scripts. It became the linguistic bridge between worlds: hieroglyphs, Demotic, and Greek. Because scholars could still read Greek, this trilingual artifact became the master key to resurrecting a lost language. For centuries, people looked at hieroglyphs as mysterious pictures rather than a written language. But the Rosetta Stone proved otherwise, allowing scholars like Jean-François Champollion in the 1820s to match hieroglyphic signs to phonetic values. The discovery changed everything. Yet the stone isn't whole. Parts are chipped, inscriptions faded, and about 1/3 of the hieroglyphic text has been lost to time. Even after 200 years of study, several lines remain only partially understood. It's these damaged portions that modern AI might finally illuminate, using high-resolution imaging and predictive modeling to restore the missing strokes of an ancient script. The stone sits today in the British Museum, drawing millions who gaze at its weathered surface, unaware that even now it may be holding unspoken words, silent symbols waiting for a digital voice. Why the stone matters more than ever. The Rosetta Stone is not just a display object. It remains one of the most important linguistic discoveries in human history. It provided the key that allowed modern scholars to understand ancient Egyptian writing systems. Once the hieroglyphs were deciphered, the inscriptions on temple walls, tombs, and monuments were no longer random symbols. They became readable sources of information that revealed details about religion, governance, family life, and daily customs. Texts once thought decorative turned out to contain laws, economic records, and philosophical reflections. The stone made it possible for historians to connect events and individuals that had previously existed only in myth or partial record. Each new layer of interpretation brings more precision to our knowledge of the ancient world. However, even after centuries of study, translation challenges remain. Hieroglyphic writing includes signs that represent sounds, objects, or abstract ideas, and the same symbol can hold multiple meanings depending on context. This complexity has left portions of Egypt's written record only partially understood. Artificial intelligence offers tools that could identify subtle patterns in syntax and symbol placement that human translators may overlook. If AI succeeds in clarifying even a few uncertain signs, it could alter long-held conclusions about religion, governance, and everyday communication in ancient Egypt. The stone still has more to reveal, showing that even well-studied artifacts can continue to expand human understanding when approached with new methods. What unlocking the final symbols might really mean. When we say AI has unlocked the final symbols, it refers to the ability of advanced algorithms to analyze and reconstruct inscriptions that are too faint or damaged for humans to read accurately. Researchers use high-resolution imaging and multispectral photography to capture details on the Rosetta Stone that are invisible to the naked eye. Infrared and ultraviolet imaging can reveal shallow indentations or faded strokes, which are then digitized for further analysis. These images are processed by software that identifies subtle variations in the stone's surface. Machine learning models trained on thousands of hieroglyphs from other monuments, papyri and stelae, are then applied to the digitized data. The AI compares patterns, identifying shapes and strokes that correspond to known signs. When the model detects a damaged curve or partial symbol, it predicts what the original sign likely was based on statistical analysis. This process does not produce a definitive answer on its own, but provides highly informed hypotheses for scholars to examine. For Egyptologists, this could mean reconstructing missing portions of the Rosetta Stone's text. Sections of the decree that were lost due to erosion could be filled in, revealing names of cities, temples, or deities that were previously unknown. The reconstructed text might clarify the grammar or phrasing of certain passages, providing more accurate translations than before. These advancements could also improve our understanding of how language was used in the Ptolemaic era. Subtle variations in spelling or word order may reflect regional dialects, ceremonial language, or hierarchical communication between the king and the priesthood. I can detect such patterns more consistently than manual study alone. The goal of unlocking these symbols is not to create a perfect or magical reading, but to enhance human scholarship. By providing probable reconstructions, AI extends the reach of Egyptologists, helping them interpret inscriptions that have remained partially unreadable for centuries. This approach can also be applied to other damaged artifacts, suggesting a new era in digital archaeology. It demonstrates that the combination of human expertise and computational modeling can recover historical details that might otherwise remain lost, the technology behind the possible breakthrough. Modern archaeology increasingly uses digital and computational tools to study ancient artifacts. AI can analyze extremely large datasets, detect small variations in carving depth, pigment, or wear, and propose reconstructions of missing elements. These methods allow researchers to produce highly accurate digital models of objects like the Rosetta Stone. 3D photogrammetry is commonly used to create precise three-dimensional models by combining hundreds or thousands of photographs from different angles. Neural radiance fields and similar algorithms can further enhance surface detail, allowing the AI to perceive faint inscriptions hidden under shadows, cracks, or surface erosion. Several research teams, including those at the University of Cambridge and the Institute for Digital Archaeology, have developed AI pipelines specifically designed for hieroglyphic analysis. These models learn to recognize patterns of symbol placement, stroke shapes, and carving style. By comparing damaged sections with thousands of known examples, the AI produces likely reconstructions of lost text. The algorithm can also analyze phrasing patterns in decrees from the same period. For instance, repeated expressions of temple protection, divine offering, or royal prosperity allow the AI to predict missing words with statistical confidence. This method does not replace human analysis, but provides a detailed guide for scholars to verify and confirm readings. Once the AI has proposed reconstructions, Egyptologists examine the results in the context of historical knowledge, grammar, and cultural norms. Only after thorough verification do reconstructed readings become part of scholarly discussion. This combination of AI and human expertise creates a more complete understanding of inscriptions. It shows that technology can be used to enhance interpretation without replacing the careful judgment and contextual knowledge of professional researchers. What could it reveal about Egypt's history? The Rosetta Stone records a decree honoring Ptolemy V and his relationship with temples and priests. Clarifying missing portions of the text could provide insight into the interactions between Greek rulers and the Egyptian religious hierarchy. Understanding these relationships helps scholars reconstruct how power and authority functioned in the Ptolemaic era. Reconstructed sections could also clarify references to specific gods, rituals, or temple practices. This may reveal which deities were prioritized at certain times and how the king's image was communicated to the public through ceremonial inscriptions. Even small details, such as the placement of an adjective or a verb, can indicate emphasis, hierarchy, or ritual procedure. Geographical references may appear in newly recovered sections. Names of towns, regions, or temples could help locate archaeological sites that are poorly understood. The text could also provide information about trade routes, tribute, or administrative divisions, expanding knowledge of Egypt's political and economic organization during Ptolemy V's reign. In addition, the reconstructed text could shed light on social and cultural practices. References to laws, obligations of priests, or public celebrations would allow historians to understand how daily life, religion, and governance intersected. This context is crucial for building accurate models of ancient Egyptian society. Even minor linguistic discoveries can have wide-reaching effects. Correcting a translation of a single symbol could change the interpretation of related inscriptions elsewhere, in temples or papyri. Over time, these refinements contribute to a more precise understanding of Egyptian history. The potential results of this work illustrate how AI and archaeology together can revive historical knowledge. Each symbol recovered is a step toward completing the broader picture of Egypt's past and offers a clearer understanding of its civilization, the rumors, the speculation, and insider talk. In recent years, online forums and research communities have discussed the possibility that AI has already been used to refine parts of the Rosetta Stone. Enthusiasts and scholars alike have shared posts about experiments where machine learning compared the stone's inscriptions to other fragments discovered in temples, tombs, and stelae across Upper Egypt. These discussions often describe AI identifying subtle patterns or previously unnoticed details in the damaged sections of the text. Some of the claims include the observation that enhanced imaging has revealed faint traces of hieroglyphs long considered destroyed. Others suggest that several European museums may be quietly collaborating with Egyptian universities on projects to digitally reconstruct inscriptions. None of these projects have been formally confirmed in academic publications, but the trend of integrating AI with epigraphy makes such developments plausible. Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities has announced multiple digitization initiatives in recent years, although they have not specifically mentioned the Rosetta Stone. The ministry aims to preserve and document Egyptian heritage using modern technology, which indicates that AI-assisted archaeology is becoming an established practice. These discussions have created a sense of anticipation among researchers and history enthusiasts. People speculate whether some AI programs have already filled gaps in the Rosetta Stone's text or predicted missing symbols with high confidence. There is hope that a formal publication might provide confirmation, but until that happens, curiosity about the potential findings continues to grow. The speculation demonstrates the growing interest in using technology to advance historical understanding. Even without confirmed results, these conversations highlight how AI could change the way we interpret ancient inscriptions and continue the work begun by 19th century scholars. What Egyptologists are saying and reacting to. Professional Egyptologists respond cautiously to claims about AI deciphering the Rosetta Stone. Many recognize the potential of AI to assist in reconstructing damaged inscriptions, but emphasize that interpretation requires context. A single symbol on the stone gains meaning only when considered in relation to the surrounding text, grammar, and historical setting. Without this context, even the most accurate AI prediction may lead to incorrect conclusions. Dr. Daniel Selden, a linguist at UC Santa Cruz, has noted that AI can detect shapes but cannot fully interpret culture. This highlights the importance of human oversight in verifying AI results. Each proposed reading needs to be cross-checked for historical accuracy, ensuring that it aligns with known royal titles, ritual language, and temple conventions. Other scholars see AI as a tool that can democratize Egyptology. Dr. Christina Riggs, author of Unwrapping Ancient Egypt, has highlighted how digitization and 3D scanning make it possible for researchers worldwide to access high-quality images and data. The British Museum has made its scans of the Rosetta Stone available online, allowing academics and students to examine the text remotely. Some Egyptologists suggest that even partial AI-assisted decipherment could improve entire hieroglyphic dictionaries and lexicons. It would provide insights into the usage of certain symbols, regional variations, and historical changes in language. AI is therefore seen as a supplement to human expertise rather than a replacement. Overall, scholars are optimistic about the possibilities. The technology allows for greater precision in reconstruction and opens new avenues for collaborative research, making it easier to verify interpretations and expand knowledge of ancient Egyptian writing. Why this matters to the broader world. The Rosetta Stone represents more than an archaeological object. It is evidence of human communication across time. Deciphering it allows people today to understand the thoughts, beliefs, and practices of a civilization that existed thousands of years ago. Every hieroglyph translated connects modern scholars with ancient Egyptians, creating a bridge between past and present. AI-assisted analysis of the stone can enhance public engagement with history. Museums could present interactive displays that show reconstructed inscriptions alongside the original stone, allowing visitors to see the difference between eroded text and AI predictions. This provides a new way to experience ancient writing in a modern setting. In education, these tools could bring ancient languages into classrooms. Students could interact with digital models, practice reading hieroglyphs, and explore historical context. Apps based on AI-assisted reconstructions could make ancient Egyptian texts more accessible, supporting a hands-on approach to learning history. Culturally, Egypt stands to benefit from renewed global attention. Digital reconstruction projects increase interest in Egyptian heritage, attract academic collaboration, and support tourism. They also contribute to national pride by demonstrating the ability to preserve and interpret ancient artifacts using modern technology. The wider significance of this work shows that innovation can complement historical preservation. Combining AI with traditional scholarship allows people to learn from the past while using contemporary tools to gain a more detailed and accurate understanding. It demonstrates that history can be studied in new ways without compromising the integrity of ancient sources. The challenges and cautions. The process of unlocking the final symbols of the Rosetta Stone involves several complexities. The stone itself is damaged and fragmentary, which means that parts of the text are missing or eroded. Ancient Egyptian writing includes layers of meaning, and individual hieroglyphs can carry multiple interpretations depending on their context, placement, and surrounding symbols. Even accurate reconstructions may not fully capture nuances, such as tone, emphasis, or symbolic significance. AI analysis is limited by the data it is trained on. If the machine learning models are primarily exposed to later or better preserved inscriptions, they may misinterpret older forms of hieroglyphs or regional variations. Scholars must carefully design algorithms to account for differences in time periods, geographical regions, and stylistic changes in writing. Without proper calibration, the AI could produce plausible but inaccurate reconstructions. Another consideration is the ethical dimension of digital reconstruction. Ownership of the data generated by AI scanning raises questions. Egypt has historically requested the return of the Rosetta Stone from the British Museum. If AI creates new digital interpretations of the text, decisions must be made about whether the results belong to Egypt, the institutions conducting the research, or the global community as part of shared heritage interpretations generated by AI. Also require careful verification. Human experts must evaluate proposed reconstructions against historical context, linguistic rules, and archaeological evidence. Only verified results should be included in academic publications or public exhibitions. This verification process ensures that AI serves as a tool for scholarship rather than a source of unverified claims. These challenges highlight the need for collaboration and transparency. As digital archaeology expands, partnerships between museums, universities, and national authorities are essential. Clear guidelines for ethical use, data sharing, and scholarly review will support the responsible application of AI in the study of ancient artifacts. The combination of technical, ethical, and scholarly challenges shows that even with advanced AI, the study of the Rosetta Stone requires careful oversight and structured methodology. Success depends on balancing innovation with rigorous academic standards and respect for cultural heritage. What to look for: signs that a breakthrough has occurred. When genuine discoveries happen, they leave a trail. The first sign will likely be academic. Peer-reviewed articles in journals like the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology announcing newly read lines or hieroglyphic variants. Then come conferences. Egyptologists will present AI-based results, comparing digital readings to older hand-drawn copies. If scholars agree, museum translations and public exhibits will follow suit. You may also notice press releases from the British Museum or Egypt's Antiquities Ministry describing updated interpretations. University labs may share open-source datasets for public viewing. If these appear, we'll know something extraordinary has occurred, the Rosetta Stone speaking once again through code and computation. Until then, every rumor, every whispered update keeps anticipation alive, reminding us that history is never finished. It's always being rewritten, one discovery at a time. What it means for viewers like you. For anyone watching this, it's amazing to think that technology today might resurrect words chiseled 2,000 years ago. It's history meeting innovation, chisels replaced by processors, papyrus by pixels. You don't need to be a scholar to feel its wonder. Every decoded symbol enriches the collective story of humanity. The priests who carved the decree could never have imagined their message would travel to the age of satellites and supercomputers. As a viewer, you can follow these developments through reliable museum websites, academic newsletters, or documentaries. The British Museum, UNESCO, and Egypt's Ministry of Tourism regularly post updates about digital heritage projects. The more we learn, the more we realize that history isn't frozen. It's alive, waiting for us to listen. The Rosetta Stone's voice, amplified by AI, could be the most haunting whisper yet from ancient Egypt. The big question: if the final symbols come alive? Picture this. In a dark lab, researchers watch an enhanced scan resolve into faint but legible hieroglyphs, signs untouched for millennia. The translation appears, a mention of a temple, a ritual, perhaps even a forgotten royal epithet. That single revelation could shift how we view an entire epoch. It would also mark a symbolic union between ancient craftsmanship and modern intelligence. The chisels of 196 BC meet the algorithms of 2025, two technologies separated by ages yet serving the same purpose: to communicate. If this happens, Egyptology could experience a renaissance. AI might move from restoring the Rosetta Stone to decoding countless damaged stelae and papyri. The final symbols would be only the beginning, the start of a new dialogue between humans and their ancient ancestors. And as we marvel at these digital revelations, we should ask, how many more voices are waiting beneath the dust? How many stories remain unread, carved in stone, waiting for the next breakthrough? AI might finally be giving the Rosetta Stone a voice it hasn't had for over 2,000 years. If these final symbols are truly revealed, our understanding of ancient Egypt could change forever. What do you think? Are we witnessing the start of a new chapter in history, or is there still more waiting to be uncovered? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries.